So we got a real exciting episode of upcoming mods this time. I'm showing you guys a bunch of different mods. A lot of these are going to be kind of new mods that I'm only first covering, or rather covering for the first time, while a few of them are actually going to be updates or long-awaited updates to mods that we maybe haven't seen for a while, or even some that I showed you last episode. If you guys don't know, Upcoming Mods is a series where I show you guys some work-in-progress mods by different mod authors in the community. These range from weapon mods to armor mods and things like that, although everything I am showing you is linked down below. Today I'm showing you one YouTube video. YouTube videos especially, I feel like it's great to check out the mod author's channel, whether that be to subscribe or just view the video itself. Then the rest of the links will be to Nexus, which I also recommend checking out those. You can endorse the mod author's images and it'll actually promote them even further so more people can see them, and it kind of just increases the likelihood that the mod will be made. But finally, if you want to support my video, you could leave a like or comment or subscribe. It helps with YouTube's new algorithm. So I think so, if we have a pretty interesting one, that's going to be called Weapon Replacement. What this mod is going to do is replace some of the existing weapons in Fallout 4 with other modded weapons. We're seeing a few different guns here. First and foremost, the 10mm pistol is going to be replaced with the Glock 20. This is actually a mod that he already released, and he's also working on the Western revolver. The weapon added in through Nuke World is going to be replaced with the Remington New Army. And then beyond that, he also renamed the 7.62 ammo to 7.62 by 39. That's going to be the handmade rifle ammo, and it's not just a rename, he actually changed the textures on the physical ammo box that you can see when you do drop the ammo, which is kind of just a really nice touch. I imagine a lot of people would overlook that aspect. And then finally, renaming the minigun ammo from 5mm to 7.62 by 5.1. The ammos aren't really shown too much in this image, but I feel like you could get the idea. The Remington New Army revolver is something that we really haven't had too much of from him, but he does have another work in progress image of it, and I really like revolvers like this. I think they're just really cool implementations into the game. There's been kind of a rise of mods like this. Obviously, Wars is a really major overhaul, trying to replace all of the weapons, or at least most of the weapons in Fallout 4 with new ones. The only ones really being left untouched are going to be the laser and energy weapons because they're kind of more unique to the Fallout universe. It's an interesting concept. Many of the weapon mods we do have right now merely add in new weapons and don't really replace anything. Whether you like the idea or hate the idea, it definitely is cool to have those options available, and it kind of mixes things up a little bit. So we got a pretty cool new exciting one. This is going to be the MP5. This is going to be by the mod author named Synthropo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I probably am. He also did release the Fallout Tactics grenade pistol and flamer pistol over the past 2 weeks. Now he's working on the MP5, another gun that did appear in some of the older Fallout games, most notably of those being Fallout Tactics. He does mention it's going to use the handmade assault rifle animations, and they fit better than the Tommy gun animations. And in addition, there's going to be some legendary variants of the gun, as well as some different paint job options, so you can kind of customize it and get it that little extra layer of personalization that maybe the other weapon mods don't really offer. One thing about this guy's weapons is all of them are pretty simple. There's not a ton in the way of weapon mods. It seems like this is going to be his most ambitious project yet. And also, something I noticed just from these images is the gun looks really freaking small, especially when you see it in that character's hand. It almost looks like a miniature version of the MP5 we have seen in other games. It doesn't necessarily look bad, it just again looks pretty miniature, even compared to some other guns in Fallout 4. All around, I think this is going to be a pretty interesting gun. I'm excited to see what he does with it, how some of those legendary variants are implemented into the game. I really like some of his other weapons. I feel like they're great alternatives to kind of larger guns we have in Fallout 4. The grenade pistol is a smaller version of a grenade launcher, and you can't really get a grenade pistol at lower levels. The flamer pistol, same thing, except to the larger flamer. This one definitely looking interesting. I'm excited to see again where he goes with it. I imagine there's going to be a few more updates before it's released, but he definitely has been turning around mods very quickly from the time he does show you the work in progress version to the actual release. So we have another update to the Midwestern Power Armor. If you guys don't know, the Midwestern Power Armor is a released mod by Newermind43. It was his first Power Armor mod for Fallout 4, so he wanted to go back and kind of rebuild it from the ground up, give it a new look. And obviously, after doing so many Power Armors and armors now, he's kind of become more talented. So this new variant of the Midwestern Power Armor is going to be showing off his new skill set. I believe the old one was taken down, but a lot of people do have it downloaded. This one's looking very cool. When comparing this to his older variant, this one seems like it's more akin to the actual Midwestern Power Armor that did appear in previous Fallout games. This was another one from Fallout Tactics. In that game, it was just known as the Power Armor, and you can only get it by siding with the Brotherhood of Steel and kind of going up their ranks and then buying it from them. It was also, of course, used by the Brotherhood of Steel. There's two things I would really like to see from this mod, or I think two potential ideas that could make this implementation a bit more exciting than other Power Armors. I feel like Power Armor mods have largely stagnated. There haven't been that many new releases, and there's kind of almost a higher expectation for new releases now, not just placing the armor in some random place or crafting crafting it at the chemistry station, but having a bit of a cooler way to get it. I think it'd be really interesting to see the Midwestern Brotherhood of Steel make a reappearance, maybe just a few NPCs that are named, then you either kill them or you could do a short quest for them, maybe kill some random enemies or something like that. The Midwestern Brotherhood of Steel obviously are not the same affiliation as the regular Brotherhood of Steel that is in Fallout 4. They kind of have different allegiances and stuff like that. Also, in Fallout Tactics, there was an advanced version of the Midwestern power armor. I think it'd be interesting if you did make that appear in Fallout 4 as well, maybe as an addition or update to this mod. Just some ideas that I kind of thought when reading some of the lore. I think it would make this a more spicy power armor than just your traditional, alright, go to this place, find it, and put it on your character. So we have another MP5, this time with the MP5K. It's going to be a work in progress mod by Bender SKR, otherwise known as Oh Dear. He has produced a ton of images for a ton of different mods. You definitely will know his work when you see it. He did also release a Colt M1911A1 a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now. Regardless, again, he is going to be working on the MP5K. This is going to be a much more compact variant when compared to the other MP5 I did show you. Even though I talked about how small that one was, this one is really meant to be super small. He does mention that it won't be released for at least a few months, so maybe 2 to 3 months there, as he is waiting for the animations to be made for it. And the yellow variant that we do see here is going to be one of the unique skins available for the gun. His previous weapon was extremely high quality. It really had a lot of cool features behind it. It had a lot of cool custom skins that had some pretty top-notch texture quality. That was kind of the way it stood out from other pistol mods right now. So hopefully this will also have a kind of unique variant to it. Obviously it's an MP5K. That's not a weapon we do have in Fallout 4 currently. There also isn't too many really compact SMGs in Fallout 4 by default. All around though, definitely one I'm excited for. Hopefully you guys are too. I know we don't have too much as far as visuals go for this one. Both of those images were kind of small and cropped. Hopefully in the future we do get a bit more. So we have the CS5. This is going to be a new work in progress weapon with animations by War Daddy. The video I'm showing you is going to be only part of the video. The full version is on his channel. It's actually pretty cool. He shows you some of the different steps in the animation process before it was actually in game, how the animations are working that way. And of course the in-game animations, which kind of bring it all to life. This is a pretty cool gun. This is going to be the McMillan CS5. It is something that did appear in Battlefield 4's Dragon Teeth DLC. It's meant to be more of a compact sniper rifle. You could really break it down. It's meant for medium to short range sniping, as well as there's kind of a stubby and longer variant. So I imagine we'll see something similar to that in Fallout 4, but not really meant for as long range shooting as some other rifles out there. That kind of style of gun fits really well into Fallout 4 because you oftentimes don't see enemies super far away. They're typically only a medium distance at most. All around the gun looks really cool. I like the bolt action animations. We don't have too many good bolt action rifles for Fallout 4. A lot of them do exist, but they always have something wrong with them that kind of deters me at least slightly from them. War Daddy has of course made a ton of great quality weapon mods in the past. He does animations for a ton of different guns, and there's actually a ton of other content on his channel, so again, definitely recommend clicking on that link in the description and checking it out. Let me know in the comments though, what do you guys think about this weapon? Do you feel like we have enough of these style of weapons already and not just getting repetitive seeing these modern firearms, or exciting to kind of have more diversity and just more options when it comes to picking some of these bolt action rifle weapon mods? I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to see. Some people seem like they hate weapon mods, other people seem like they want more and more weapon mods, and I feel like this is a good gun to kind of put that as an example. We have a lot of bolt action mods right now. Again, I personally think some of them do have issues, but at the same time, maybe you're satisfied with what we have and you want mod authors to focus on other things. So then last but not least, we have some further updates to the AK-5C. First and foremost, we're seeing some of the different magazine options. These are meant mostly to be a joke about the weapon. I personally think it looks really funny. I would love to see these in game. I just think that would be a great kind of maybe legendary variant they could find somewhere. I know Axis has done some stuff like this with some of his older weapon mods like the SVT-40. So I wouldn't be shocked if maybe this is either a legendary variant or a unique mod that you could find somewhere. In addition, we do have some images of the different textures that are going to be available for this. As you can see, there's going to be quite a few different options. He does say they're definitely going to break lore. He's not even shooting to be lore friendly here, which I definitely support. I think as long as it's lore friendly enough that it's totally fine, and having some of these outlandish and rather weird textures is totally okay, especially with different weapon mods. This gun is coming together extremely nice. These images and screenshots just make me get very excited for it. I think it might be one of the highest quality assault rifles that we have had to date, and it's really nice to see a lot of these more unique features coming, like those magazines. Even if they're funny and kind of weird, it makes it stand out from the pack, as well as a lot of these different textures. They're loud, but they look really good on the gun. I feel like that's an issue some weapons do suffer from. There's like one or two textures that look really good on the gun, but then the rest aren't as high quality, or they just kind of don't really fit in with the rest. I feel like these textures, all of them from this overhead screenshot, do look really good, and it looks like something I could see myself personally using. Axis, of course, is the mod author that did make a ton of other weapons in the past. He he made the crude blowback kind of first, as well as the handmade revolver and the SVT-40 and M1 Garand. He has a few other ones out there, but those are the ones I feel like he is most well known for. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I tried to make this one a bit longer. Maybe you like that, maybe you don't like that. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to see more longer length episodes like this, or do you prefer the kind of short and concise style that I've done in the past? As always, again, I thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.